All right, so in this one, I'm kind of getting at a couple ideas. Evaluating a definite integral, splitting an integral, and using a simple u-sub, okay? As you noticed when y'all did the practice AP exam, there were lots of simple u-subs out there. If you don't think about those inside functions, you're gonna miss a lot of points on the AP test. All right, so when you see this integral, what are the ways we can evaluate an integral? What do we need to do in this case? Antiderivative, right? Antiderivative at the upper bound minus lower bound, right? But over here, f of x, we don't really know what the antiderivative f of x is. But if we have a graph of f, what is that going to end up being?
Oh, wait,
Area, right? It's going to be that area underneath that graph. And so what I want you to realize is we can split this into two separate integrals. We can actually split this into an integral from 1/2 to 1 of sine of pi x dx minus the integral from 1/2 to 1 of f of x dx. In this first integral, we'll be able to find it by find the antiderivative, the upper bound minus lower bound. What's our antiderivative of sine? Negative cosine pi x. And then we have an inside function, so we can't ignore that. So we have to do the simple u-sub here. So what does it mean we're going to have to multiply by? 1 over pi, right? So we have this 1 over pi. And this is going to be evaluated from 1/2 to 1. And then over here, we're just going to find the area, right? So this area from 1/2 to 1. So it's all of this area. Now, make sure you see the scale here. This is really 1/2 times 2. So this would be an area of 1. And then I guess we have this right here. This would be an area of 1/2. Because we basically have 1 times 1/2. And over here, we've got 1/2 times 2. So if we think about an area of a triangle, 1/2 times 1/2 times 2. So this would also be an area of 1/2, or 0.5. Everybody go with that? And so this whole integral would just equal a value of 2. And so now we can just evaluate this, plug in the upper bound minus lower bound. So negative 1 over pi cosine of pi minus negative. So make sure we get both those negatives in there. So that's one thing I think with the fundamental theorem is there's a negative already baked in. So make sure we think about really concentrating on getting the signs right on everything here. And then pi over 2, or 1/2 pi, minus 2. And so on a free response question, you'd be allowed to leave your answer like this. But on a multiple choice question, you would actually have to evaluate this. So you have to recognize that cosine of pi is -1. So this would be -1 over pi times -1. Over here, what is cosine of pi over 2? You know what that is? That's going to end up being 0. Yeah, it's going to be -0. Yes. Yeah. And so you're going to end up with this 1 over pi minus 2 would be our answer. Okay. Any questions over that? We good?